Chapter 2: Understanding How We Learn. The Science of Learning. The science of learning is a multidisciplinary field that draws on research from cognitive psychology, neuroscience, education, and other related fields to understand how people learn and remember information. The science of learning seeks to identify the cognitive processes that underlie learning and to develop effective strategies and techniques for enhancing learning outcomes. Some key areas of research in the science of learning include memory. Researchers have identified different types of memory, such as working memory and long-term memory, and has studied the processes by which information is encoded, stored, and retrieved from memory. Attention. Attention is a critical component of learning, as it helps to filter out distractions and focus on important information. Research has examined the factors that influence attention, such as motivation, interest, and the salience of stimuli. Metacognition. Metacognition refers to the ability to reflect on one's own thinking and learning processes. Researchers have studied metacognitive strategies such as self-monitoring, self-regulation, and self-assessment, and their impact on learning outcomes. Feedback. Feedback is an important aspect of learning, as it helps to reinforce correct responses and correct errors. Researchers have examined the effectiveness of different types of feedback, such as immediate versus delayed feedback, and how feedback can be tailored to individual learners. Transfer of learning. Transfer of learning refers to the ability to apply knowledge and skills learned in one context to new contexts. Researchers have studied factors that promote or inhibit transfer, and have developed strategies to enhance transfer of learning. Overall, the science of learning provides a wealth of insights into the cognitive processes involved in learning, and offers valuable guidance for educators, students, and lifelong learners seeking to improve their learning outcomes. Learning styles. Learning styles refer to the preferred way in which an individual learns new information and skills. While there are many different models of learning styles, most categorize learners into 3 or 4 different styles. Visual learners. Visual learners prefer to learn through visual aids such as diagrams, graphs, and videos. They may benefit from color coding, highlighting, and drawing pictures to help them remember information. Auditory learners. Auditory learners prefer to learn through listening to lectures, discussions, and audio recordings. They may benefit from repeating information out loud, listening to music or recorded lectures, and discussing material with others. Kinesthetic learners. Kinesthetic learners prefer to learn through hands-on experiences and physical movement. They may benefit from activities such as role-playing, creating models, and working with manipulatives. Reading-writing learners. Some models also include reading-writing as a separate learning style. These learners prefer to learn through reading and writing, taking notes, and summarizing information in written form. It's important to note that there is some debate among researchers about the validity of learning styles as a concept. While many individuals may have a preference for a certain learning style, research suggests that it is more important to focus on the most effective learning strategies for a particular task, rather than trying to match a learner's style. In general, a combination of different learning strategies can be effective for most learners, regardless of their preferred style. The learning process. The learning process is the series of steps or stages that individuals go through as they acquire new knowledge, skills, and behaviors. While there are different models of the learning process, most include the following stages. Attention. In order to learn, individuals must first pay attention to the information being presented. Attention can be influenced by a variety of factors, such as motivation, interest, and the salience of the information. Encoding. Once information is attended to, it must be encoded into memory. Encoding involves the process of transforming the information into a format that can be stored and retrieved later. Storage. After information is encoded, it is stored in memory. There are different types of memory, such as working memory and long-term memory, and different factors that influence the strength and durability of memory. Retrieval. When individuals need to use the information they have learned, they must retrieve it from memory. Retrieval can be influenced by a variety of factors, such as the cues present in the environment, the strength of the memory, and the context in which the information was learned. Application. Finally, individuals must be able to apply the information they have learned to real-world situations. This involves transferring knowledge and skills from one context to another, and adapting to new challenges and environments. The learning process can be influenced by a variety of factors, such as prior knowledge, motivation, feedback, and practice. Understanding the learning process can help individuals optimize their learning by identifying strategies and techniques that are most effective at each stage.